Hello everyone, welcome back to the conservatory here at Rathbone Manor. Been to the boot sale again this morning. It was a bit cool there. It wasn't as full as it could have been. There wasn't many vendors there. But there was one stall which was like, for somebody like myself, it was Pliers heaven. Oh my god, you should have seen all the pliers he had there. And there was another old guy there as well. He bought a load of stuff. He bought, I don't know, £5 worth. And these pliers were like 25p each. So it's basically a pliers special today. So I bought myself 4 pairs of pliers for £1. So that's all right. But I think he spent, I don't know, £5 on 20 pliers or something. But he got some really nice ones. I missed out there. But let me bring the camera down here, guys, and we'll take a look at what I've got. All this lot here. 4 pairs of pliers, this little thing, and I think today we'll start with this. Okay, so what do we have here then? Well, it's a stock for a Nerf, one of these Nerf Dart Gun things. I happen to have a Nerf Retaliator Carbine here, because I quite like Nerf guns actually, even at my great age. The only thing is I find with this is the stock is a little bit on the short side of things. So I've seen these things about, and I've heard they're a little bit longer. So let's have a look, see how much longer it is, shall we, guys? Alright, so as you can see, it is quite a bit longer than the standard stock that comes with a Retaliator. And also we have clips on each side for extra ammunition. A little bit of a cheek riser going on just there. And it fits on exactly the same way, obviously, as the original does. Alrighty, let's give it a go. Just slides on and clips into place, hopefully. There we go. Look at that. I know it's a slightly different colour. It's white and this is blue, but don't really care. And oh yeah, that is a lot better already. I can feel the difference there straight away. Much better. So all I need now is a RDS to go on the back of this thing, and we'll be well away. And I paid £1 for that little fellow then, so that was alright, quite happy about that. Okay then, so let's move along to the more interesting side of things. The pliers. As I say, the guy he had tons of pliers, absolutely boxes and boxes and boxes of them, 25p each, so this lot cost me £1. Nice. What should we start with? Yeah, okay, so we have quite a nice looking pair of pliers here. Somebody's painted the handles in blue hammerite. You can just about make that out. I don't think these are branded in any way. I couldn't see any branding on them. The cutters don't look in too bad a condition. There's a bit of rust on there, as you can see. They were a bit squeaky. Oh, here we go. A little bit squeaky, so you could do with a drop of oil in there. Jaws don't look too bad a condition. Quite nice looking pliers, aren't they? A little bit of embellishment on the handles there. That's quite nice. We'll say there's no branding, no country of origin that I can see on there at all. Just get a wire brush on here, hang on. No, definitely no branding at all. Not a thing. Oh well, other than that they look alright, don't they? Cutters don't look in too bad condition, they close up nicely. Just need a drop of oil, a bit of a clean up. And of course we have button style cutters on the ends there, so that's those pair. Next up we have a slightly larger pair. What size are these, do you suppose? I guess you'd call those 9-inch. The previous pair are 7-inch. So let's have a closer look at these, shall we? Quite largish jaws. Seem to be in fairly decent condition, don't they? What about the cutters? Yeah, they're a bit, as you can see, chewed up, so somebody's been trying to cut stuff they shouldn't have been. Button style cutters on the ends. Some nice finish on the handles there, quite like that. Nice bit of knurling. We've got a point just there, and a screwdriver that could do with a bit of a filing up by the looks of it. Any markings inside the handles? No. Nicely finished though. So they're quite a nice pair of pliers too, I like those. So yeah, what do you think of those, guys? Okay then, so let's take a look at today's star buys. Yes, nice. I'm going to start with this here. And I picked this up from my favourite tool stall. It's the only thing I could find on his stall that I really liked. Let's have a look at it. What does it say here? Jackson's patent for looks like number 0 and 1, I think, just there, buttons for A, B and C button plates. And you can see we've also got an imperial, looks like an imperial measurement just there, inches, looks like one, so look, yeah, 1, 2, about 3 or 4 inches on there. It's not very big at all. And we've got this rather interesting end on there. So what are these all about then? Well, I've had a look, and apparently they were used for joining leather drive belts. I managed to find something online about the buttons they were used for. As you can see just right here, they obviously go through a hole in the belt where the join is, and you use this to screw it down with. As you can see from the end of the little buttons there, this drops into the end of the buttons there. And yeah, so, and it looks like from the website, I'll put a link to this website down in the descriptive text below so you guys can go and take a look at it all. It's quite interesting. It looks like these were sold somewhere between 1900 and 1940 by the looks of things, from according to this website. And I say you know, join the belts together and just tighten them down, and it would be ready to go again, I guess. So an interesting little tool, isn't it? Never seen one of them before. And then these pliers came from the same stall as I got the other pair, you know, 25 pence each. I'm going to, aren't I? Because I do like my pliers. Which one shall I start with? I don't know. Oh, come on, Nash, pick one. Alright then guys, let's go with this pair here then. These, I've got similar pairs to these already, and I thought I'd already got a pair of these, but we'll have a look at the other two in just a moment. Now, I'm willing to bet that these are made by Wilkinson Tools and might also be GPO issue as well. You can just about make out something on here. So what I'll do is I'll just whiz them through to the workshop. We'll stick a wire brush over them just here, and I'll be straight back and we'll have a look. And there we go. Let's zoom in. Okay, so it says Wilkinson's. It doesn't say Wilkinson's Tools, but oh wow, look. Check that out, GPO 1960. They're only issued the year that I was issued as well, the year I was born, 1960. Oh, nice. Wow, loving it. Yeah, nice, I like it. 1960, the same age as I am. I can't wait to get these cleaned up a bit. They've still got the, looks like the original black on the handles, so that's cool. Now, as I say, I thought I had already got a pair of these. So let me just bring them in and we'll have a look. And here they are. This pair is interesting. It's very badly pitted, but I would be fairly sure in thinking that this is Wilkinson Tools, also GPO issue. But look at the handles. Look how the handles differ from the other two pairs. Look, quite interesting, aren't they? Same head, but they haven't got the cutter on the sides here. Look. Okay, so here's the other pair I've got, and you might be thinking to yourself, oh come on Nash, they are exactly the same. But if we take a close look, you'll see they're not exactly the same at all, look, because the original pair I've got, we have a hole in there, look, obviously for wire stripping, and the pair I picked up today do not have a hole in for wire stripping. That's interesting. And these were issued in 1955, as you can see. GPO, it's got Wilkinson Tools in there somewhere. It's been a bit battered out, but it is, I can assure you, a Wilkinson's Tools product. That's exactly what it would say just there. I'll put you a photograph up so you can get a better look there. And this one is 5 years later, so all we have is Wilkinson's GPO 1960. And as I say, I really like these pair because they're the same age as I am. Isn't that wonderful? So they're not exactly the same, but they are a very similar pair. You've got the same cutters and on the edge there, look. They're exactly the same thing, but we've got a wire stripper where we don't have in this pair. So, wow, yeah, that's another one for my collection then. It's coming along quite nicely now. Okay, so I've just been upstairs to tell Mrs. Rathbone all about the 1960 issue, and she's not interested at all. What? I don't believe it. She's just shouted downstairs. Tell you guys I told him to bugger off. Alright then, let's take a look at these slip joint pliers here. Now I think these are quite old myself, and we've got the button style cutter in there. Yeah, so they're not exactly been finished off particularly too well on the edges there. There's no branding on them that I can see. We don't have a nut, so it's just sort of like a hot rivet job. Not too worried about that. Doesn't look too bad. There's no branding on them that I can see, but we do have in the handles forged steel. Well, I don't know what was supposed to be there, but it's the same on both sides. Forged steel and a little sort of a buttony type thing there, so there is some sort of ID in there at one point or another, little picture, I don't know. They've got very nicely finished handles, they're quite nicely shaped as you can see. This one has got an interesting screwdriver on the end of it, look. A properly designed, almost properly designed screwdriver there, look. So that's quite nice. Oh, what we've got there is a little diamond just there as well. Oh, is it on the other handle as well? That's interesting, I hadn't noticed that before. There's a little diamond in there. Don't think there's anything in there, I think it's just left blank. Unfortunately, as I say, there is no branding on these, but they do look rather nice, don't they? They've got the teeth are in good condition by the looks of it, from what I can see. Yep. So it's just a shame they're not branded. Again, you know, why would you not brand a nice pair of pliers like this? So they're nice and comfortable to hold, especially with this, you know, this swell here. That's quite nice and comfortable. I would say these are probably, let's have a look, yeah, 6-inch, these are 6-inch slip joint pliers again. I didn't see any footprints out there at all, and that's interesting, I've just noticed. These ones won't pinch you up. That's interesting, you can't get a pinch from these. Oh, that's interesting. Can we get them back to where they should be again? Right, let's get them back in there. Yeah, there's no pinch. There's no pinch point on these. That's interesting. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, let's take a look at these crouters here. So you can hold them all like that, but as soon as you adjust them up, you instantly get a pinch point just at the bottom there. So you could, if something has happened, like it slipped off the work or something, you could actually pinch your hand up quite painfully. But it looks like these are designed not to pinch. Yeah, they won't pinch, that's good. So you can't pinch yourself up. That's cool, like that. It's interesting. Yeah. I like those, they're good. So these will be most definitely going into my collection of slip joint pliers. I wonder how old they are. Quite old, I'm willing to bet. Probably sometime from the early 1900s, I wouldn't mind betting, to be honest with you. Looking at this going on here, the screwdriver. And we've got the interesting little, you know, forged steel. Just a shame they didn't brand them. I don't get it. I really don't understand that at all. I don't think there's any branding on there. We'll just get a wire brush on there. Hang on, guys. Okay, so there's definitely no branding, no country of origin, anything on these. I do like the finish on them though. They've got this like where they've been ground, as you hopefully you can see there. Maybe you can see that there where they've been ground to finish them off just there. Actually, both handles do have a little diamond in them. Let's say we only have forged steel inside the handles. I'm surprised really, because these look to be quite a nice pair of slip joint pliers, and they are my top star buy this week. Yeah, what a nice pair of pliers. I'll get those and these little fellas into the ultrasonic cleaning tank tomorrow at work. We'll get all the filth off them, give them a bit of a wire brush and a wire wheel up, and then we'll come back look at them as a future project. But so apart from the not quite finishing just there very well, these are actually quite a nice pair of pliers, and as I say, I wouldn't mind betting these are probably from the early 1900s, to be honest with you guys. Okay then, so let's look at today's tools. How much did I spend? £1, £1.50, £3.50 spent once again. So yeah, let me know which is your favourite of this lot. Okay then guys, so it was a bit of a Pliers special today, but at that kind of price, 25p a pair of pliers, I'm definitely going to indulge myself. It's just a shame I didn't get there before the other old guy, because he picked out some really nice looking pliers. But I think I'm happy with what I got, to be honest with you. Not bad at all. The little Jackson's patent button tool, that's quite interesting too. As I say, it's for you know, for drive belts. Used to get back in the day, you know, those dangerous old things flapping around like you used to see. Quite happy with my little stock, longer length of pull. But as I say, my two favourite pair of pliers are most certainly definitely the Wilkinson's tools and the slip joint pliers. So they're my favourites. Please let me know down in the comments which are your favourites. Don't forget guys, you can subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my content. Share the video, click a like please if you enjoyed it too. If you're interested, there may very well be a super thanks button down there, so you can click on that, help me out a little bit. Thank you very much guys. And don't forget to join me on Instagram, because I'm on Instagram too guys, so take a look at Instagram, see what I'm getting up to down there. You'll find quite a bit of Mrs. Rathbone down there too. Alright then guys, well I hope you enjoyed popping over to Rathbone Manor today, taking a look at what I got. Didn't get much, mainly pliers. I like my pliers. Why do I like pliers? I think I'll have to do a video about that, let you know why I like pliers. Okay guys, well you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will catch you another week after I've been to the car boot sale. See you later guys.